Have you ever just stopped for a second, heard a bird singing, and wondered, what's really going on there? It's not just background noise. Today, we're going to dive deep into the incredible world of birdwatching eco-tours and find out just that.
So, I want to start with this question. What can birds really teach us? It sounds simple, right? But the answer is, well, it's huge. Because the birds we see and hear every single day are telling us a story about the health of our planet and, our own place in it.
So here's our game plan for today. First up, we'll get into what exactly an eco-tour is. Then, we're going to explore why paying attention to birds is such a big deal. After that, I'll walk you through what a day on a tour actually feels like. And to wrap it all up, we'll cover everything you need to know to get started yourself.
All right, let's jump right into it. What is a birdwatching eco-tour? Because I'll tell you right now, it's not just a casual stroll in the park with some binoculars. Oh no, it is a completely different and way more rewarding kind of experience.
The real secret is right there in the name, eco-tour. It's short for ecology tour, and it basically stands on three main ideas. You experience the local nature and culture, you learn from it, and, this is the most important part, you actually help protect it. It's tourism that has a real purpose.
And here's where you can really see the difference. A regular vacation can often be pretty passive, right? You're just kind of looking at things. But ecotourism, it's all about active learning. It's about contributing. You're not just some spectator on the sidelines. You're a respectful participant in the whole ecosystem.
Okay, so, why birds? Of all the amazing things in nature, why zoom in on them? Well, it's because watching birds is one of the most powerful ways to learn how to read the signs that nature is giving us all the time.
This quote right here just says it all. Think of wild birds like a barometer, or maybe an early warning system for the planet. For example, if you notice the local kingfishers have all disappeared, it might be a huge red flag that the river is polluted and the fish they eat are gone. Their presence or their absence tells a really important story.
And beyond all that big picture stuff, the personal benefits are just massive. We live our lives staring at screens, right? Taking the time to truly focus on a bird in its own world, it's an incredible stress reliever. It reminds you that you're part of something so much bigger. It's a feeling that genuinely cleanses the soul. And trust me, no 4K TV documentary can even come close to that.
Okay, so we've talked about the what and the why, but let's get real for a minute. What does a day on one of these tours actually look and feel like? Let's walk through it.
Well, it's a really fascinating, structured process. You don't just, wander into the forest hoping for the best. It all kicks off with a briefing from an expert guide. They'll tell you what to look for, what to listen for, then you head out together. And with their help, you learn not just to spot the birds, but to truly see them.
And this, right here, is where the real magic happens. You might see a little bird just flitting about. To you, it's just a bird. But your guide, they can explain, that's a parent, and it's desperately hunting insects to feed its chicks in the nest. Or, see that? That's an elaborate courtship dance. All of a sudden, you're not just looking at an animal, you're watching the whole drama of its life play out.
Now, all of this is built on a foundation of deep respect. And these rules, they're absolutely non-negotiable. Birds are incredibly delicate creatures, especially when they're nesting. Getting too close, making loud noises, it can cause a ton of stress. So your guide's number one job is to make sure you're a positive presence, not a disruptive one.
All right, are you feeling inspired yet? I hope so. So let's shift gears and get into the really practical stuff. Here's your guide to getting totally prepped for what could be an unforgettable experience. First things first, your gear. Binoculars are absolutely essential. They're basically your window into the bird's world. And you don't need a super expensive pair to start out. A good field guide or even a smartphone app is also key so you know what you're looking at. And of course, just for your own safety and comfort, sturdy shoes and plenty of water are total must-haves.
Believe it or not, what you wear also makes a huge difference. Bright colors, think bright red, yellow, or even a crisp white shirt can actually startle the birds and make them fly off. So you're going to want to stick to muted, earthy tones to help you blend in. Long sleeves and pants are great for protecting you from the sun, scratchy branches, and bugs. And a waterproof jacket is always a smart move. You just never know with the weather.
And here is one final pro tip that I promise will make your trip even better. Before you even leave the house, do a little homework. Look up some of the common birds in the area you're visiting. Maybe even listen to their calls online. I'm telling you, when you're out there and you finally see one in person, that moment of recognition, it feels like pure magic.
So when you boil it all down, what have we learned? Birdwatching is so much more than a hobby. It's a way of listening to the world.
It connects us back to the rhythms of nature and reminds us of this delicate, beautiful world we all have a responsibility to protect. The birds are telling their story. The only question left is, are you ready to listen?